The headline that we are going to begin with here is a settlement that just came down this morning regarding Meta and over 40 states. Now, this has been ongoing as an investigation since 2021, but today we get the news that Meta has agreed to pay $17 billion and add child safety measures to Facebook and Instagram. This settles claims that have been filed by 47 states at various stages of this case and investigation. Again, I'm going to read that number again. That is $17 billion that Meta has agreed to pay, and that includes the state of Virginia, which played a very significant role in this particular case. And it is with that news that we welcome the Attorney General of Virginia, Jay Jones, to join us here on Live Impact News today. Jay, I'm sure it's been an incredibly busy morning for us. We appreciate you taking some time to be with us here. I will jump right into it. We won't waste any time. That $17 billion figure is going to get a lot of attention. That number has been compared quite a bit to big tobacco settlements from the 90s, just in its sheer size. I'm wondering, beyond that financial compensation, what other comparisons can you draw between the settlement with Meta here today and some of those big tobacco settlements and cases that we saw throughout the 90s? And actually, Jay, I'm going to jump in. I don't mean to interrupt you here. We're having a little trouble with your audio. I'm wondering if you can check to make sure that there's no mute on your end. Our producer here, Nia Campbell, is checking some of our technicalities as well to make sure. It looks like we're good on our end, Nia, that you can tell.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Well, look, this is a historic moment for Virginia. Like you mentioned, this is one of the most significant settlements that we've ever seen in the history of this Commonwealth from a money standpoint. And we're very proud of that. Virginia's share will be $353 million at a minimum, and that is certainly to be celebrated. But as you mentioned, there are other protections that we were able to secure as part of a bipartisan multi-state coalition that is going to keep our children safe for years to come. To be able to change the behavior of the biggest global tech company is pretty substantial. And so I'm really proud of the work that my office put in as a lead state at the negotiating table to get this done. We're really excited. And so this is really going to have an impact for parents and for children, not just in Virginia, but across the country.
You mentioned that injunctive relief that goes along with this case, age assurances, time limits, nighttime restrictions, comparative feature restrictions, expanded parental supervision. The list goes on and on. I'm wondering if there was any one or two of those things that was a deal breaker, must have, sort of most important for those injunctive relief portions.
We want it to be comprehensive because we know the ills that social media has caused for our young people. We have seen the rise of depression amongst our children. We have seen the toxicity that has pervaded our online systems. And so it was really important for every single person in this coalition, every single state, to get as much relief as we possibly could. I'm particularly impressed by the comprehensive nature of the injunctive relief, to be able to get these age restrictions, to be able to have an independent monitor to make sure that the folks will be compliant is certainly something that we've never seen before. And so, I hope that this can be just a springboard for future action against social media companies that are harming our children. Virginia has drawn a line in the sand, and this is only the beginning for us.
Let's stay with that. This is only the beginning. You said something similar this morning, not the end of this effort. What is next in this fight against child safety when it comes to social media online?
Well, Facebook and Instagram are not the only players in this space, and we know that social media has become so prevalent amongst our children. I'm a father. My children are 4 and 2, so not yet at the age where they are being exposed to this. But what we were able to achieve today is going to set current children up and our future children up for protections in this space going forward. And so we know that there are other folks out there. We are going to make sure we hold them accountable when they are doing wrong. Meta had been terrorizing our children for quite some time, and to be able to get these protections in place and to get this money, I think is significant, and everybody else is on notice. And we're going to continue to fight on behalf of Virginia children. We're going to continue to fight on behalf of Virginia families so that we can have some accountability and we can have some closure so that our kids have the safest environment possible.
That is Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones. Jay, thank you for spending a little time with us today. So busy, worked right through those audio issues that we had, and we appreciate you spending a little time with us. We'll catch up with you down the road.
Thanks a lot. See you soon.
And again, we wanted to jump right into that interview because we only had a few minutes here with the Attorney General, as you can imagine, playing a major part in this particular settlement, in this particular case. A very busy day for Jay Jones and his team. So let me give a little bit more foundation on what we're looking at, and then we'll move forward with some of our other big stories of the day. This lawsuit accused Meta of contributing to youth mental health crises by designing features that purposefully addict children to its platforms and then hiding those features from the public, or at least hiding the intention of those features from the public. There was also the argument that Meta violated federal law by collecting data on children under 13 without parental consent. Jay Jones did note earlier today when he spoke to other Virginia reporters that this will fundamentally change the way minors interact on social media and fundamentally shift business practices of Facebook and Instagram. In addition to that, it resolves claims against Meta for sharing non-public information about users with third parties like Cambridge Analytica, which very much was in the headlines over the last decade prior to the 2016 election.